Welcome back to Mom Style. I'm Chelsea. This is Colette. If you guys aren't following our channel, you're going to want to subscribe because today we are on a mom date with Megan Pearson. She's from the Sleep Shop's Toddler Shop, and we're going to be talking potty training. How late's too late? Is there a thing?
There really isn't a too late.
Colette, I don't have to do this.
I mean,
There can be a too
Charles.
early, but there really isn't a too late. A lot of people get caught up on if you're not potty trained by 18 months or 24 months, you've missed the boat.
Okay.
The boat is still sailing. You
Okay.
just jump right on that boat and keep sailing.
Okay.
But you know what? There can be a too lazy, and we don't want that.
How do I know when I'm ready?
Okay, so your son is 18 months.
Yes.
Correct? Okay.
Yes.
So you're kind of at the beginning phases of potty training readiness, looking at readiness. So
Okay.
you're going to start doing a lot of positive potty associations from here on out.
What does that mean?
Okay, so I call positive potty associations. You're going to get a small potty,
Okay.
and you can put it in the bathroom next to your, toilet.
Okay.
Or if your child doesn't like it in the bathroom, you can have it in the family room, somewhere that you think you're going to potty train.
Okay.
Which you're going to potty train on hardwood or tile.
Okay.
Near a bathroom. No carpet, no rugs.
Oh.
Question. So what if I have a potty in the bathroom and then one like in the living room?
Completely fine.
Okay, do that.
Yes, because you want your child to be able to sit and be comfortable with a multiple potties.
Okay.
You don't just want one, because what happens is your child is doing great and you go to Target for the first time and they look at that potty and they're like, that is not my potty. I don't know what to do with this.
I don't want to pee
So-
at Target either.
Yeah, I don't either. But always
Nordstrom's
keep a
is
travel
fine.
potty in your trunk also, from here until
Like
he
a
is-
legit travel.
Oh yeah,
like-
I have a little one that looks like a briefcase, and you can put gallon-sized Ziploc bags or dog bags in it if you kind of stretch them a little bit. So always keep that for emergencies, because there are
genius.
going to be times, especially if you're at a park or you go into a bathroom and it's just like
Especially if
can't
I'm
do
a
it here.
girl. Because a boy,
Yeah.
I'll just be like,
a boy's
pee on the grass.
easy. Yeah, you can do anything. I mean, you can bring a water bottle in your car.
Yeah.
but
I do.
for girls, it's a little bit more.
It's
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah. So always have your travel potty, and then at home it's great to have, a potty in the family room, a potty in the bathroom, and then also have them sit on the big potty. So they're familiar with a lot of different potties before you leave the house for the first time after they're potty trained.
So I've got the potties. The potties are set up.
Right. So anytime your child sits on the potty, and it doesn't matter if, he's wearing diapers, doesn't matter if he is wearing his pajamas, fully clothed or nude, you just praise them like, wow, you're such a big boy. I love how you're sitting on the potty. So they start realizing like, oh, this is a good thing. It's a good thing when I go potty.
Okay.
And if they randomly pee on the potty, always praise them. Yes, that's
Okay.
wonderful.
Okay.
And it could just be an accident and oops, but who cares?
Okay.
Like, you still want them to know, wow, this was great.
So what is the praise that, because praise can get weird and people have all different thoughts on that. Like, what am I doing?
So keep it simple, so you want to say, wow, I love how you're sitting on the potty. So they're knowing, okay, why am I being praised? Because
Okay.
I'm sitting. So
Right.
be really specific. Wow, I love how you're sitting on the potty. Or if they go, wow, you went pee in the potty.
Okay.
High five.
Okay.
I'm going to
So-
try that with my husband. Wow, could you sit on the potty and not stand?
Oh
It's
my
for
God, I
everyone.
laughed
right?
so hard. That was really funny. I'm gonna do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving back to the praise. What about the M&Ms and all that kind of stuff that you hear
When you're
people doing?
going to potty training?
Or just even then, when do you start
So,
that? I mean,
no,
I'm
you
not
do
gonna
start the bribery.
I'm not
is what
gonna.
we're going for.
Or do you not? Is
Okay,
it just a simple
so-
praise enough?
This is what I tell parents. You have to realize that potty training is going to be work. I would never reward a child for doing something that, as like in your family, you believe this is our like family rules. So we are kind to each other. I don't give you an M&M because you're kind to your brother.
Yeah.
Like, no. But
Ooh, I've been
potty
doing it wrong.
Well, no.
Another video.
Thanks for not
yeah.
killing him.
Yeah. Have some candy.
So those are times you want to be like, I love how kind you are to your brother. When you go into potty training, you have to realize this is work, and it is going to be tough for them. So you have to find their currency. Does your child love it? High fives and hugs. Wonderful. You can use that for potty training.
Okay.
Does your child love edibles? I mean, a mini M&M.
Who
I
doesn't?
don't know what it is, but I swear kids get a mini M&M and they're like, I've arrived.
Right. Yeah.
Like they light up. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I can handle one mini M&M. Here's your 2.5 calories.
Right. Yeah.
So think about their currency. Or do they really love stickers? Do they love Matchbox cars? 99-cent store is going to be your friend. Dress up is amazing for toddlers in general and toddlers potty training. Dress up is huge for boys and girls. You can do capes, you can do, high heels for little girls, and you can go to Dollar Tree, 99-cent.
You just give them like, here's the cape, you're a superhero. Keep it going.
You use those for, times that they're doing what you want, but you never want to get into the, if I sit on the potty, then will I get a treat? If that happens, you completely ignore the situation and move on, because you don't want to get into that back and forth with, yes.
Oh, we all
Because
have
that's
that
when
one.
it becomes bribery. So you want to catch them when they're doing something, if they're dry. In my manual, I talk a lot about underwear checks. So anytime your child is dry, you're going to do underwear checks a lot when you're starting off. So those are times that you can do, awesome, you're dry, high five. Oh, I love it when your underwear are dry. If they sit on the potty by themselves, absolutely reward them.
Okay.
It's actually
Now we
more
need to be
important
that.
for the mom to be completely ready than the child. The child, you'll know. So the child is going to start, staying dry for at least, 1.5 to 2 hours.
Which
That's
means
gonna
they're
be
holding
important.
it. Okay.
So they have some bladder control. Brain bladder development doesn't mature until about 22 to 24 months. So that's why I
thought you
don't
were gonna
recommend.
say years.
Well, in some people, in college years, that can happen.
Right.
Do you have an issue
But-
you want to talk about?
I mean, I was a bedwetter, so.
Oh, that's genetic. I'll talk about that. I talk
Okay.
about that a lot in my manual. That's why I do not agree with taking diapers away cold turkey, because
We'll get into
there's a
that.
genetic link.
Okay.
So, moving backwards, sorry. If your child can be dry for 1.5 to 2 hours, that's great. And between 22 to 24 months, you'll really start seeing this click. So if your child is 18, 19, 20 months, yes, you can absolutely potty train, but you can see some regression later on. So it's never a bad thing to wait a little bit. But also independent play. You want your child to start playing by themselves for at least 5 to 10 minutes. And this is just really important for toddlers in general. I have parents call me all the time, and I think especially with stay-at-home moms, we feel like we have to always entertain. And I'm like, no, you do not have to entertain. They're learning creative skills, they're learning imagination skills when they are by themselves. So if your child is playing by themselves, that's a good thing.
Okay.
You want them to start following at least a few one-step commands. And that you can start, again, with the Positive Potty Association when they're 16 to 18 months. Go get your shoes, get mommy a spoon.
Okay.
Yeah, all of that is really good, just talk and communication with your toddler to get them ready. You want them to have an interest in the potty. So that's why getting the potty out early on, so that it's a familiar thing in your family, in your home, they know that.
Okay.
A lot of times you'll see that your child will start telling you either before or after they've gone. That's great. It doesn't matter if it's before or after. So don't think, oh, they told me after, they're not ready. You just want them to know that feeling.
Acknowledge that it's happening or it has
exactly.
happened.
Now, should you be priming that? Or should you do they just naturally do that on their
They
own?
will
when
naturally start doing it
so
on
you don't have
their
to
own.
worry about
And
teaching them
no pressure.
oh.
Before you dive into start potty training, there is zero pressure around the potty or around potty training. You want to take that off. You will never tell your child diapers are for babies. I know we've all done it.
Why?
I've done it. But because if your child still needs the diaper for nap time and overnight, and you've told them diapers are for babies, that really can play tricks with them.
That's not nice. Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to play tricks on toddlers.
No, but you do hear people say that all the
I know,
time
I know.
because kids always want to be a big kid.
Right. So if that has happened, just stop today.
Okay.
Today, start fresh.
Okay.
No more diapers are for babies, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know, because I haven't started saying that yet, but I'm sure I would have, because I've heard a million people say that before.
Right.
Bottles are for babies. Pacifiers are for babies. Diapers. Sometimes we need a little help.
I mean,
Yeah. And it's really normal for kids to not be overnight trained until 4, 5, 6, even 7 years of age. So anytime somebody tells you to cut diapers out cold turkey, run for the hills, because there is no scientific research that backs that at all.
Okay.
And so when I developed this potty training manual, the reason I did is because I was seeing this trend of when you start potty training, you're going to take it away and you're never going to look back. And then you're going to wake your child up at 4 a.m. Or, who in their right mind wants to wake a toddler up at 4 a.m?
No.
You've just gotten your toddler sleeping through the night,
Exactly,
and now
I
you're going to
don't.
start waking him up
No.
at 10 and 4? No way.
Okay.
So I started working with pediatricians and then a urologist at Children's Hospital Los Angeles to develop this program. So it's pediatrician backed, it's urologist backed, so don't worry.
Okay. Now, what about the pull-ups thing? Because a lot of people say,
Yes.
start with the pull-ups or whatever.
Okay, no pull-ups.
Okay.
No pull-ups. So you're going to go from your diaper to your underwear.
Oh, okay.
And diapers for nap time and bedtime. But one thing about diapers, you will change your diapers. So you are going to take your old diapers and remove them.
What
Give them to
diapers
your
do you
friend.
recommend?
So I do Huggies overnight
Okay.
for toddlers. I'm a Pampers like infant,
Yes.
Huggies like overnight.
Okay.
And I know
why-
that
why
you-
overnight? Can you
I just
explain?
think they hold more.
Okay.
And
I
also
just
they have
made
diaper
that switch,
inserts.
by the way,
They have diaper
from-
inserts also that you can put inside if your child still is going through the overnight.
And do you have a recommendation for like a more natural brand? Because some
See,
people
I
are,
know,
are
and
into
that's
that.
the problem. So a lot of the clients that I work with will do, the Honest or different natural brands.
Seventh
Absolutely,
generation or-
yes.
yeah.
Those are great for day. You may notice overnight they don't hold as much.
Okay, so leaking.
if that happens, you can either switch to, more commercialized brands such as Huggies or Pampers, or you can just do a natural diaper insert.
Okay.
So that will work also.
Okay. So diaper insert. I didn't
But
even
you
know
want
they
to
had that.
change, the reason you want to change the look is because you don't want to confuse your child. So you're saying, okay, we're going to wear underwear, but then I'm going to put you back in the same diaper. So you're going to change your terminology and change your diaper.
So the question that I have is, let's say I'm getting ready for preschool.
Okay.
When do I literally want to do it 4 or 5 days before the kid's
No.
starting?
No. No,
Oh, I don't know.
absolutely not. Okay,
Well, you
this-
said it. You
this
start on
guides me
Friday,
into-
and then they go on Tuesday. They're going to be
Yeah.
wearing the underwear. I'm like, oh, do you just back it up?
I
that
meant
quick?
if they had already started preschool.
Gotcha,
So this leads
okay.
me into, I like to describe this as tides in parenting.
Okay.
So, and this is true with all toddlers, basically
yeah.
all kids. So you really want to enter potty training during a high tide, when your life is kind of smooth. You haven't just started a new preschool. You don't have a new baby that's coming in 2 weeks. Or you don't have a new baby that just came 2 weeks ago. You don't have a new nanny in the house. Things like that those are going to be low tide moments where life is a little rocky. So a high tide is when, and we all have these moments that you feel like, I've got this mom thing down.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
yes, I am
Things are okay.
kicking this mom's rear end, this mom thing rear end.
That's like not when
But-
I want to disrupt things with potty training. That's when I just want to
I know.
let
I
it.
know, but that's
okay.
why you're in a good zone with your child. So
Okay.
you're in that bonding moment already. You're just going to take it and keep moving.
Okay, all
But
right, okay.
when your child is a nightmare and you are thinking to yourself, how did I create this human? Don't start potty training. Just wait until life
So
is
every
a
night
little-
at
Seems
5
reasonable.
o'clock,
Yeah.
don't start potty
Yeah.
training.
Yeah.
Or that's when your husband takes over.
Yes.
So is there anything else that I need to know in the months leading up? Because I'm not quite ready to do it yet.
Okay.
But I want to be taking the initial steps so that I can make those like 3 to 5 days or whatever they are easier for myself.
Okay, so initial steps. Positive potty associations.
Got
You're
it.
going to get your potty.
Okay.
Get your potties.
You are going to put the potty in the restroom. You're going to praise anytime your child sits.
Okay.
Potty, then praise.
Yep.
Okay.
If your child eliminates, big praise.
Okay.
Big
Lots.
praise.
Clapping.
Big praise. You're going to let your child
Confetti.
flush the toilet for you, your husband. You're going to allow your child to be in the restroom while you go to the bathroom. This can be tough for dads, I'm not going to lie, because
Oh, yeah.
they think going to the bathroom is their office.
Right.
I know. I
Right.
wish I had an office. I
Yeah.
could just
Yeah.
So many
exactly.
meetings.
retreat to for 30 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
So, kind of try and get, your spouse on board that it's okay sometimes if, Ella or Jake
Is
watches
in
you
there.
go to
Okay.
watches you go to the bathroom. And it's
Okay.
a lot of men feel that, that's kind of their private time when they're going poop.
Yeah.
That's fine. They don't
Yeah.
have to watch that poop.
Yeah.
Just
no one wants
going
to be
pee.
there.
Right. That's true.
I don't want to be there.
We don't want to
I
scare
don't want the
them.
kids
No.
to be there.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah, no one wants a shit sauna.
Should you like show them that you've gone to the bathroom after? You know how like
Definitely.
Okay, so
Definitely.
you just show
Like,
them,
Check
show
out
them the
this
goods.
poop.
Yeah.
It's wrapped around the toilet 3 times. I just hit my goal weight.
Fine, that's why I love you. That's why I love this
But moving into that, okay, this is a good thing about constipation moving into potty training. So
Ooh.
this is
Okay.
a big
Ooh,
thing. You
okay.
do not want to enter potty training if your child is constipated.
because then they can't go.
And it hurts and they
Signs
cry.
of constipation are little rabbit turds. We've
Yeah.
all seen them. Your child is constipated if you see a lot of rabbit turds.
Okay.
Or if you see very, very loose stools, your child is constipated. That means there's some type of usual blockage in the colon
Okay.
of hard poop, and only a little bit can get by.
Oh, God.
So you want your child's poop to look like peanut butter. If it
Delicious.
doesn't, don't worry. There are steps you can take, but don't enter potty training if you know your child's already constipated, because that's just unfair.
It's a whole
Okay,
thing.
so what are the steps that you recommend if my kid is constipated?
Okay, talk to your pediatrician always.
Okay.
But steps you can take at home. So pear juice is great. Anything with fiber. There's a ton of fruits and vegetables that people don't even think of that have a lot of fiber. Raspberries are a great one. Pears and raspberries. I know, and a lot of kids like raspberries, so it's easy. So you can start doing smoothies with, some spinach in it, or, and then apples.
Oatmeal.
Anything that
I learned that the hard way. Oatmeal.
Well,
Yeah.
oh,
We'll get you going.
Did you not know that?
no.
Oh God. It was.
You seem a little horrified. It must
no.
be bad.
My husband was like,
Too much
"Can we
oatmeal."
lay off
Oh, that's
the
right.
oatmeal?"
I remember that.
It was like 10
Were you
poos in a
putting
day.
something else in it though? Were you doing supplements?
Like no, nothing was
just
in
You were
it.
sprinkling the
It was
Miralax
just-
on
yeah,
it.
yeah. No.
Yeah, and Miralax
But
is
maybe
not
that's
that.
just my kid. Maybe that's just my
Yeah.
kid. I don't know. Maybe my kid has an oatmeal thing.
So
but
try
If
oatmeal.
you hadn't heard about it, I'm worried.
But so try oatmeal also.
yeah,
then.
yeah.
So,
But you
and
said
a lot of
Miralax is
fluids.
okay.
Fluids. And Miralax is okay. Definitely speak to your pediatrician before you try anything like Miralax. But
Okay.
Miralax is non-habit forming, and it will just bind to the water in the colon and push everything out.
Okay.
If you do Miralax, you have to make sure your child is hydrated
Okay.
because it will take at least 4 ounces of fluids from the body.
Oh.
So,
Good to know.
yes.
Okay.
So if you're going to go the Miralax route, always talk to your pediatrician first, but just make sure your child is hydrated. And going into potty training, you tons and
Hydration.
tons.
Because you want them to
Big
drink
O.
well, right? Oh,
Yes.
that's another video.
The more they drink, the more they go.
Okay. So and obviously prunes if you can get your kid to eat
If
that.
you can get your kids to eat
But I don't even
But-
like prunes, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that to anybody. Okay. So not constipated. So you really have to plan this weekend out.
So
like
you
you're
have
not
to plan.
going
You're
anywhere.
not just going to go potty train tomorrow and then go to Disneyland
Okay.
on Saturday. That's
Now,
not going to work.
Here's another question. Does it need to be one parent that's kind of taking the reins on this for that
So you
3
will
to
have
5
a lead
days?
parent.
Okay.
Yes, there's always a lead parent.
Bad cop, good cop.
But yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But the lead parent doesn't have to do it the entire time. So the lead parent is really there day one. Then you can introduce either, if you're a single parent, you can introduce anything like a friend or a relative, or, if your spouse comes home, you can always have them come in at the end of the day. But for day one, you really need a lead parent. And then you want to go over everything with, anybody else that's going to be with the child from there on.
Okay.
Like a nanny.
And
or,
why do you need a lead parent? Just so
because
I
you don't
know.
want to confuse.
Yeah.
Because you want terminology to be consistent.
Okay.
Consistency is key to potty training.
Okay.
Stay positive, stay consistent. You'll be fine.
Okay, I think I'm ready to do this, Megan.
You're ready.
Okay,
are.
I clearly have
You're
like
ready.
some reading to do.
I'm ready.
Okay, but I've got a lot of tips. If you guys want to join me on this journey, and please join me on this journey, we're going to link down below in the description box Megan's book. This is called Yes You Can. And when you check it out on the website, if you put in the code MOMSTYLE, you're actually going to get a free consultation with Megan. Now that can be text, phone, email, a variety of
win-win.
all the things.
Consults for everybody.
And you get a consult. And you get a consult.
But that's actually pretty amazing. The only thing Megan said she won't do, which I'm like gonna make her do, is wipe for me.
Yeah.
Not for me, but for Beck.
That got weird.
That
Did
got
it?
weird.